Enter some rulings previously. Why do you have to roll your eyes at me? Let's start the morning off on a good note, sir.
I didn't roll my eyes at you, so I don't think it's fair that you should say I rolled my eyes at you.
I saw you roll your eyes at me, and
I didn't roll my eyes at you, so don't do that.
Well, Mr. Brooks.
You're a liar! You're a liar!
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to continue with this trial, whether you believe jurisdiction has been proven or not.
It has not been proven for the record.
Your belief that these are legitimate legal positions doesn't change the law and doesn't make it so. Mr. Brooks, the jury's here. Please show respect.
On this channel, I've shown you Brooks yelling at the judge.
How can you even call yourself a judge?
I've shown you Brooks losing his temper in court.
I heard what the hell you said, man.
But I have not dedicated much time to showing you the judge losing her temper.
Mr. Brooks, stop. No, it's not. With all due respect, stating that doesn't make it respectful.
There have been a few times where Brooks was able to push her buttons just a little bit too far.
You've been pushing my buttons all day.
So that's why today we're going to be looking at the moments Brooks got into the judge's head. Now, I just want to apologize if this video's quality isn't on par with the rest of my videos. I'm on vacation right now in Pennsylvania. It's pretty nice out here. And I don't have the same equipment, so I'm trying to do with what I have. That's why I'm recording this off my phone. We start off with a video of Brooks constantly interrupting the judge. Every time she would open up her mouth, he would interrupt.
When you
Stop
aren't
it. You're a public servant, Your Honor. I respect your courtroom. I respect you. You're a public servant, though. Your job is to be the referee.
And you could see her getting so annoyed by him. She's shaking her head, looking down, taking big inhales. I think you could see smoke coming out of her ears.
Is it or is it not? You stated so yourself on record that your job is being the umpire.
Man, I feel so bad for her. I'm so sorry, Judgy. I know. We all feel your frustration.
I'm gonna make a record about what
This
he's
is
referring
ridiculous,
to
man.
in count 77. Okay.
And what happened to that paper? Because it was on the table. Then when I come
Brooks,
back in,
I need to
nowhere
make
be
a
found.
record of a variety of
So
things.
who took my paper?
And you keep interrupting me repeatedly.
Ring the bell, that's it. She's out. She just gave up on life.
You attempt to divert everyone from what is being done this very second.
I didn't attempt to do anything.
Yes, you do it repeatedly, sir.
Whatever.
So you're doing it once again.
How do you continue to fight with somebody while saying you're not fighting with them?
I didn't attempt to do anything.
Yes, you do it repeatedly, sir.
Whatever.
So you're doing it once again.
Whatever. Just make your record.
Oh boy, oh boy. When he said whatever, just make your record, she is screaming in her head. So number 2 is about Brooks's favorite phrase. Are you asking me or telling me?
Are you asking me to be quiet or are you telling me to be quiet?
He would ask this over and over. He thought it was some sort of gotcha question, but really, all it did was annoy the judge, which is why it was so satisfying when she gave this response.
You continue to
That is
come
not,
at me.
I don't consent to being called
You
that name.
continue to fight with me.
I'm
You
not
are
fighting
being
with you.
disrespectful.
I'm not fighting with you. I'm not.
I'm
But
going to give
you
you
said I
one
would have
last
the chance to make the
opportunity to
record.
sit down and be quiet so I can make a finding
Are you
as it
asking
relates
me
to
to
other
do
things.
that? Are you asking me
I don't
to
need
do
to
that?
ask, I'm telling you.
Wait, what? That actually worked? Who would have known?
Thank you.
It's always nice to see the judge get tough with him, just like she does in number 3. Throughout the entire trial, Brooks acted like a baby, so of course they had to treat him like one as well.
I'm going to ask this question one more time.
Man,
It calls for
I
a
don't like,
yes or
I don't
no.
like your tone and the way you're talking
It-
to me. I don't.
Mr.
I don't
Brooks?
appreciate it.
Sit down. I don't care if you don't like my
I'm not
tone.
gonna-
You've
I'm
been
not gonna
pushing
sit
my
down.
buttons all day throughout this entire
Okay, you've been
trial, and
pushing
I
my
have
buttons
showed
too?
the utmost of respect
No,
for
you
you,
haven't.
and I don't
Absolutely
appreciate
not.
you impugning the integrity of this court.
Really good for her. Since day one, it has been non-stop insanity.
If that's
I
what you want to
don't.
call it, that's fine, but it's not
Stop
accurate.
talking.
What you mean, stop talking?
I need to make a ruling. Okay,
Well,
I'm
let's-
purposely
let's
not
talk-
putting
let's
you in
talk
the
to-
other courtroom
Let's
right
talk to
now.
each other like adults then.
Now he wants to talk like adults. Why? What happened? What changed? Did your balls drop in the middle of your last sentence? Did you suddenly hit puberty? What changed?
So, I think I've made an ample record of the disruptions today.
He was actively trying to silence her, To fight against this, Darrow made a list of each interruption he made for the first half of that day. And as you would expect, it's a long
Started
list.
at 9:01, then there was 5 at 9:02, 3 at 9:03, or 2 at 9:05, 1 at 9:06, 3 at 9:08, again at 9:17, 9:27, 10:31, 1:05. There was 5 interruptions at 2:14, 2:15, 2:17, at 2:19, at 3:06. There was a hilarious comment. At 3:11, there was what I would describe as arguing about the muttering and irony of it all. At 3:12, there were 4 interruptions. At 3:37, twice, and at 4:12, 9 different times.
Yeah, I think you get the point by now. It goes on all day. And who could forget when Brooks stared down the judge because he was outed as a predator? You've seen it before, I've shown it, here it is again.
Criminal trespass to dwelling from 2006.
Right, I need to take a break. This man right now is having a stare down with me. It's very disrespectful. He pounded his fist. Frankly, it makes me scared. And we're taking a break.
I mean, how would you feel if Mr. Potato Head was grilling you? So in this clip, Darrell tries to stall by playing dumb. Only it doesn't go his way, so he asks to leave.
In this case, total 76.
I don't understand.
Can
Can I go to the other courtroom? Since you don't have to answer any questions, but I have to answer all, can I just go to the other courtroom?
Not at this time.
Why not?
This made Darrell upset, so he tries to explain how he feels. He's just not very good with words.
I keep telling you I don't understand these proceedings, and you just keep running right over my rights, like you don't even hear me saying anything.
What did he say?
He really does have a terrible way with words. A lot of people think he's doing it on purpose. I don't think he is. I think he's just an idiot that picks the worst phrases. But I'm gonna make another compilation of this.
Rerun over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Again, I choose to take the high road. You always trying to pull some fast maneuvers.
Mr. Brooks?
It's almost like that writing when we're in our vehicles and we have that rearview mirror and it said things are closer than they appear.
Drugs, guns, murder, that's all we know. You know that. What it is, running through the city wild, that's how we live, We be running through a block like what's the business?
I keep telling you I don't understand these proceedings and you just keep running right over my rights.
But that wasn't the thing that made the judge mad. What got to her is Brooks accusing her of starting drama. Talk about gaslighting.
But when I'm making a request to avoid the drama and all that,
Sir, the only one with the drama is you.
it's you too. You the big contributor to the whole thing.
Mr. Brooks, I have to preside over this case. Stop
accurate.
talking. I need to make a ruling.
Wow. Even the people in the audience were shocked by that one.
Preside over this case.
Darrell felt like he was entitled to have legal advice from the judge. She actually tried to help him out several times, but on this day, she had enough.
It's a lack of understanding, which I don't have. I don't even understand the true nature and cause of the charges. And
Mr.
without,
Brooks, you've been made aware of them multiple times.
I do not understand them, is what I'm saying.
Encourage you once again, if you don't understand anything, to seek the advice of an attorney.
Yeah, this was a little clip, you can't even see her face, but if you were there watching this trial, you know just how good it felt to hear her say that.
I'm not asking for that, Your Honor.
I think this was a turnaround point for the judge. She tried to be nice and helpful, and he took it all for granted.
So another time, Brooks kept asking her for legal advice or to explain everything to him like a child. And she gives this pretty satisfying response.
I'm not going to debate this further.
I'm not trying to debate, I'm trying to
To
understand.
respect the fact that I've made rulings.
Your Honor, that's you
It's
made
not
a
my
judicial
job to
determination.
explain them
You made
to
it.
you.
I'm not asking you to explain anything.
Sipping on that true tea, hunty.
Ah, that's good. That's good stuff there. She also tells him to stop talking about the subject matter jurisdiction shit.
I'm trying
That
to
if
seek to
you start
understand.
talking about subject matter jurisdiction or any of these other
It
issues,
needs to be addressed,
or-
Your Honor.
We know he'll never stop talking about it, but it's nice to hear her say it. I mean, till his dying breath, his last words will probably be subject matter jurisdiction. He'll be filing appeals for 1,000 years. Subject matter jurisdiction.
Right,
Section
I'm
1.
taking a 5-minute break. We are in
Your Honor, I
recess.
don't
When
agree
come
to
back
a
out, the
estoppel.
jury
I
will
don't
be
agree
coming
to a
back out.
estoppel.
Now, what does he mean he doesn't agree to an estoppel? I really don't understand. Like, I remember I had to order a few estoppels for some clients that I've had. You know, an HOA estoppel, but that doesn't make sense here.
At this point in the trial, Judge Dorrow had enough. She decided to go after the core of his arguments. It was time for her to tell him that his sovereign citizen defense was moronic.
Mr. Brooks, not now.
Not allowed to.
Not now. The jury is in this courtroom and you will show respect for them and for this court.
Respect for them would be
Mr. Brooks,
telling them the truth.
stop. I will not have you claim legitimacy for what are debunked, frivolous, sovereign arguments.
He really didn't like that. She called his arguments debunked and frivolous, and then walked out on him like a boss.
Prove that it's
Objected to
frivolous.
and
Prove that it's
why?
frivolous. Prove it.
All the cases that we've already referenced, sir. We are in recess. We'll be back
And
in
prove
5
it.
minutes. Thank you, everyone.
I don't agree to a estoppel. Can you?
Again, what is an estoppel? I don't agree to an estoppel. It sounds like he's saying I don't agree to them stopping. Maybe that's it? You know what? I'm gonna use that. If a cop ever pulls me over for going past a stop sign, I'm just gonna tell him I never agreed to that estoppel sign. And boy, this clip is a doozy. 5 straight minutes of the judge just yelling at little old Brooksy boy, and it's great.
I was told to pay for something under a civil statute.
Mr. Brooks, I am not the custodian. Bring it up with the clerk of court.
So that makes me wonder if it's a
Mr.
civil
Brooks, the
case.
jury's coming out. I'm not
If
going to
it's-
address your request
If
for
it's
open
civil-
records.
if it's
That's,
civil,
I'm
then
not
it
the
needs to
custodian
be
of the records,
who's
sir.
being sued. My Cesty Trust is being sued.
Damn, would you listen to that sigh?
Trust is being sued.
That was probably built up for weeks.
I just want to point out other times that we've heard her sigh. Let's take a look at those other times.
Are you asking me to be quiet or are you telling me to be quiet? Ain't nobody gonna talk to me like that. Nobody. That's the only reason, because you asked.
But this one was definitely the
My
worst.
Cesty Trust is being sued. We haven't addressed subject
All
matter
right, thank you,
jurisdiction yet at all.
everyone. Please be seated. The jury
So
will
we're not gonna
disregard the
address subject
statements
matter?
Mr. Brooks is making about subject matter jurisdiction. They are a misstatement of the law.
Yes. No,
All right,
they're not.
and
Just like this is a civil case.
Mr. Brooks, the jury's here. Please
Just like
show
this is a civil
respect
case.
and decorum.
You know, it's hard to believe that this guy is a mass murderer and not some withered reject that lives behind a dumpster. Like, yeah, there's obviously something wrong with him, but it is hard to believe that he killed 6 people.
According to this document, this is a
Mr.
civil
Brooks,
case,
please stop.
which means someone is being sued. Civil is a suit.
Mr. Brooks, you're talking about an irrelevant
I
matter.
have the
I'm
paperwork
starting
sent
the
by
trial.
paper course right here that says it's a civil matter.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So,
I got the paperwork right here.
all right, I'm
How
going
do
to
you not
excuse
know
the
what I'm
jury
talking
right
about?
now, given this disruption.
The judge was trying to help Brooks out. She was actually giving him papers to make sure that he gets them on time so that he couldn't complain that he wasn't getting them. This backfired on her big time when he kept trying to bring it up in trial. He kept trying to make this separate issue the main subject of the trial while the jury was in the room.
That's why I tried to properly address it before we even went on the record.
Mr. Brooks, stop.
I'm not gonna. This is.
You are not
I was
being
given
respectful
this
to this
paperwork by you,
proceeding
Your
or
Honor.
to
With all
this
respect.
jury. No, it's not. With all due respect,
with all due
stating that
respect,
doesn't make it
I was given
respectful.
this paperwork by you.
Yeah, she's absolutely right. He says that all the time and it doesn't mean anything. He has no respect.
No respect. No respect.
Mr.
From
Brooks,
Monica Paz.
stop talking
Get
till the
clerk of
jury
court.
is out.
Okay,
Thank you.
So why couldn't we address this before they came out?
I'm
That
not
was the
going to
time-
address it,
That
bottom
was the time
line.
to address it, though.
But
Facts of the
you
law, Your
keep
Honor.
interrupting me and bringing up irrelevant matters. All right? It is irrelevant.
It needed to be noted for the record.
It doesn't
Because
need
it
to be
was-
noted, sir. I'll make the appropriate record. Stop interrupting me.
He keeps talking about the record like it's his personal diary or something.
That's a
Yesterday,
mischaracterization
sit
of the
down.
record.
Yesterday alone, sir, 17 interruptions, not including the opportunity that I gave you where you spent 15 minutes, okay, discussing baseless accusations.
But damn, I really gotta say, the judge puts him in his place.
Can't verify
Your
anything.
belief that that's the law doesn't make it so, Mr. Brooks. Your belief that these are legitimate legal positions doesn't change the law and doesn't make it so.
So, what should I do next? I know a lot of you guys like the Darrell Brooks videos, and maybe I could do like an update video or something. That one guy from the courtroom made a reaction video to me, but it's like 3 hours long, so I never watched it, I never checked it out. I don't know if I'm gonna, but let me know what you guys think. What should I do next?